What's up, guys? Iggy here with Faltacunlimited. It is another. It's finally a beautiful day out. It is. It's not raining, which is fine. It's been like 3 days in a row with no rain, so that's absolutely fantastic. We only had 4 months of it. It's been a hot minute since I've done a video. It's been I don't know, like 10 or 11 days. I apologize. I ended up getting the man cold, and you guys can all you know what happens when you get a man cold. You just beat and you just want to stay out of it. So I went down to half days for a little bit, but I'm still killing it on orders. I am really pushing. I've been averaging about 15 orders a day I'm getting out, which is awesome because I want to push out more than what I get in. That way I can get caught up eventually. But today, it's going to be an interesting one. It's going to be the largest inside the waistband I have ever made to date, and I'm going to have to take you guys along for the journey. Now, we have seen this gun a couple times on this channel. It is the MK23, but when I did them last time, it was the TLR10 or the X300, but it was the round light. So when doing that, I used the round widgets that I make in-house and offer them, and you guys can actually get them here if you'd like. But I can't use these on this setup because it's a TLR10. If you're not familiar with the TLR10, it is the same exact as the TLR9, but it has a laser under it, and it looks like this. So it's a lot fatter, so you can't use the TLR9 unless you have the dimensions and all that fun stuff. But this is the massive guy. I mean, you can see, here's my arm. That's how big it is. And we're going to do an inside the waistband. I don't know if it's left-handed, so it's wrong-handed inside the waistband for a suppressor-ready HK Mark 23 45 with the GG&G rail adapter and the streamlight TLR10. So this is going to be a big boy. And sadly, I had nothing here to make the blocking, or at least make it strong enough. So I had to take a trip to Home Depot, and I think this was about 30 bucks for a 3-foot section of 1/8 inch 2 by 36 inch piece of aluminum flat bar. So this is what I use for all my blocking, and this is how I get it. So this is a little under 3 feet because I've already chopped it off because I designed new blocking, and I'm in the testing stages of it, and so far so good. And then once everything gets all set, I'm gonna offer those as well. But anyways, so we got this. Again, this is 1/8 inch thick. I got it at Home Depot. It was around $30, and we're going to be using it to make the blocking for this massive light. And the reason why we're doing the flat is because it is a flat flashlight. It's not rounded. So if I put a rounded blocking on this, it's just not going to look right, or at least in my opinion. Can it be done? Yes, but now I'm going to have to block all this. So why not get in a 2-inch piece of aluminum and then just cut it. So I'm going to be cutting it on the bandsaw, and I have Dremel tools and air tools and all that stuff. So just take your time on it, and I have to use Rem oil because I don't have any lube for my bandsaw, and we're going to get it done. So let's do a couple things. We have to block a lot on this, or at least a couple steps. Yeah, this is fat right here, but a lot of it's going to get cut up on this, and this is going to take a hot minute to do. And we have to block the sight channel. So if you notice right here how this is raised, that all the way back. I made a holster for it before, and I forgot to block it, and it pinches because the tightness of my foam press, it pinches right there. So we're gonna have to block that out. I'm gonna show you how I do this step by step. I don't know if this is gonna be a 2-part video, but it's definitely gonna be a long one. So let's get to going. Also, it is time for the 10K giveaway. 10,000 subscribers, and honestly, I'm creeping up to start doing another giveaway for 11,000. We reached, actually, we're almost at 10.2, and if you're new to the channel, I do a giveaway with either a, a holster, tooling, or discount codes for the 1,000, or every 1,000 subscribers. So we just reached 10,000 subscribers about a month ago, or, well, 3 weeks, a little bit ago, and we decided, I was on the phone with Holster Smiths, with Steve Andrews, and this is what we're going to do for you guys. We are going to start by doing this guy right here. So I went and got a larger piece. Let's see here. Am I going to be able to fit that? Yeah, okay. So we and some need a ruler. All right, so let's do this. We're gonna do that sight channel blocking right now. Okay, so there's that. Let's do this kind of old school. See how wide this is. All right, 0.627. We'll call it 630. All right, so I'm gonna lock that in place real quick. And I'm just going to, right there, right there. All right, so I'm going to go ahead, cut this out, and we're going to move on from there. I'm going to cut this as straight as I possibly can. All right, next I'm going to do is, let's get that. Like so. All right, and I'm just going to sand that off and sand that off. And then once we get that in there, then we're going to do a line and see where we need to go. We're going to have to shave that in half. And as you can see, all I did was round these right here. And bam, that fits perfectly. So I'm going to put a F in the front, B in the back. All right, that's good. But we don't need it to be that damn thick. So let's do that right there. And right there. And we can shave that. Or, yeah, let's do that. Let's shave that. So we're looking from there to here. And we're going to get rid of this, and I'm just going to do that on the belt sander. I'm just going to hold it down until it reaches that point, and then we're going to mount it to this. And after about 5 minutes on the sander, here we go. We got back and front, so it's going to go this way. And you can see that lines up beautifully. And so our next step is going to be to just do a sight channel, and for that I went and got a dowel, which we have a 1/4 inch here, which is decent. Or a 3/8 dowel, which is much larger, but that's probably what I'm going to go with. All right, so let's see here. What we need to do is figure out where we want it to end. So right there, cut that. And now we need to cut out where that sight channel is going to be. Don't take out too much. We want to keep it tight in there. All right, so we know it's there. And right about to there. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna do this on a well, like drill it and then Dremel it down. All right, we have our side channel blocking all said and done. So here's that piece we just made, and this one as well. So if you notice, I went ahead and I rounded the edges. I took the square off, and that was just laying it down and then just rotating it slowly. And we have a Dremeled spot for the sight channels, the sight post. So let's put it on. All right, let's see how this is gonna do. Let's get a couple. let's see here, front and back. Let's get this on here. Let me shave down my... All right, so ideally I'd want to make this so I could take it off easily, but I'm not doing that right now. I still would have to do the test fit too, and you can't have a sight channel when you do test fits. So there's one. God, that looks good. You know, sometimes I amaze myself. All right, so there's that. And we'll throw this guy on. We're gonna square this up real quick. There we go. All right, and what we're gonna do real quick is set it in place. There's one. And two. And it's a beautiful thing. But we're going to go ahead and cut those off. I'm going to put one in the center as well because it's bowing, which is completely understandable. There we go. And all this is a Ryobi Airstrike 18 volt. So got this a while back for some trim stuff that I was doing. So, you know me, I like to get tools. So we technically don't need that anymore. And I'm going to go ahead and just shave those down. So what I did is I threw this here and I marked where the rail is and then the body line. So we're going to cut that out so far, and honestly it kind of looks like that's going to be it. We can cut right here as well, and I mean we're going to have to add another piece right there anyway. So let's see here. Do I want to just continue? Nah, I'm going to keep that whole thing. So we'll do that, and that's honestly it. So we're going to cut that part out there. The other side is going to be more difficult, and this we're going to cut right there. So let's go ahead, cut this out, and this is going to have to come off too. Let's see how that's going to do. Right there, not too bad. And then the dip right in there is going to cause that to go down. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm going to shave down a couple things a little bit more, which will be a-okay. But yep, all right, so I'm happy with that. That's going to sit just like so on that end. This side is going to be the more difficult side because we're going to have to do a few things. But like I said, this has to be blocked, and I have a cut quarter, if I can grab it. And that's what I usually do.
right about so. But since we're making blocking, and instead of stopping right there and going up, let's do that. All right, so I'll wipe the oil off of this. All right, and yeah, let's go to there. So we know. Let's see here. Yep, looks good right about there. And the body line is right here. Okay. Yep. We know that is there. And it goes to there. So this is actually that. So we're going to want to go this way and like that. Excuse me. And we'll round that off. So that's going to go there. That's right there. So this whole thing is going to be cut. That's going to be cut. And that's going to go to about there. Let's see this again. There, there. Oh, there we go. Right there. Come up, sink down in there. Yep. All right. So we're going to cut, cut, and cut. All right, that's beautiful. That's exactly what I wanted right there. So, bam, and it's strong enough. I'm not going to worry about anything. Oh, hell. Yeah, you know, maybe I'll take, actually that'd probably be a good idea for that. Let's take the corners off so it doesn't look like a damn block. Let me do that real quick. Alright, so those look a little bit better. Give it a little bit more, oh, wrong side, a little bit more personality here. Yeah, so this, alright. So the next step I have to do is I'm going to have to fill these in because that is all the retention right there and we don't want it. So, yeah, I'm going to have to shave down this a little bit for the blocking, but no big deal. So, yeah, and it's left-handed IWB, so, all right. Moving on. Okay, so those done, check. Now the light, I'm gonna have to, like I said, so we could either do it with wood, or we could do it with Bondo, or we could do it with water weld. So, quite frankly, I really don't care as long as it works. This is my light. I did purchase it, so I don't have to worry about mucking it up for you know, for the customer or something like that. This is a I think a 4.5. You know, it's a very expensive light, around $400. Which, if anybody needs them, I could get them. So I don't mind cutting people a deal on the TLR10s or the 9s or anything like that. So, but obviously the TLR9 is a lot easier because it doesn't have that. So we're gonna have to go ahead and fill that in. So, yeah, all right. So maybe I'll just do water weld because it'll go pretty good and I don't have to worry about wood all over the place. All right, let's just get that in there. Actually, you know what? There we go. Mix up a little bit of water weld. Yep, marine and plumbing repair. Let me get some water up here. And I'm only doing this to dip my fingers in, because water weld, you can smooth it out, so, and it won't stick to you. All right, so let's knead it together. You can find this at auto parts stores, craft stores, stuff like that. Never thought, you know, growing up and starting this stuff, thinking, yeah, I'm gonna start a business and that. Never thought I'd be putting, you know, this product on a flashlight that costs $400, you know, most car payments. All right, uniform in color. Cut that in half ish. There we go. And just gonna get that on. Right. And then one of the cutoffs that we just did. Get some water on there. All right, there's one side done. Let's go ahead and get this other side. And you do have some time with this. It doesn't set instantly. Which means after this, I'm going to move on to another build so I don't waste time. took a little bit too much off the top. It's cool. You just watch it melt away. There we go. Get off the stragglers. And smooth it out. And there we have a blocked out $400 flashlight. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep that out. And what we're going to do is we're going to pretty much use that for the test. So when that hardens, we know that we're good. That way I don't have to accidentally shove my finger in that. There we go. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Get that off right there. And, I mean, I guess I could shave this down a little bit, but I guess for now, there's really not much I can do. So this is definitely going to be a part 2, because what I'm going to do now is I'm going to move on to another build. I'm going to give this the time to cure that it needs, so when I put it in the foam press, it doesn't squish down and then squish out, because that would be just a complete waste of time. So I'm going to let this set do its thing. Obviously, we just made these, so here's part 1, and probably, I don't know, either later tonight. I mean, it's 4 o'clock now, so this will be ready in about an hour. The set time isn't terribly long, but I want it to actually cure and be good. So I'm going to let it sit underneath one of the heat presses, and I'm going to move on to the next one. And I know I cut out earlier in the video when it was what we're doing with the 10K giveaway. So here it is. Starting today, August 2nd, all the way to the end of the month. That's a long time. You can use a discount code on Holstersmith and KnifeKits.com for all of your needs. Now, here's the thing. We were talking back and forth, you know, do we want to do material giveaway? Do we want to do hardware giveaway? Do we want to do tooling? Do we want to do a couple holsters? But we decided, and since it was so popular last time, that might as well do a discount code, because I have a feeling that most of the people that watch this channel are interested on starting a business or have a business and just looking how to do some tips. And then the occasional DIY guy that can't find a holster for his gun and just wants to know how to do it. So if you go to holstersmith.com, actually the links are right here in every video now. If you go to holstersmith.com and you use discount code FalTac10K, so FalTac10K, you will get 10% off your entire order until the end of the month. Now, here's the cool thing. Last time we did this, you were only able to use the code once. This time, including myself, we can use the code 5 times. So strategically get what you need. I always buy in bulk, so I always hit the most that I can do for the quantity discounts. And once you get that, you know, so now your foamies go from $4 a piece down to $1.10 a piece or $1.20 a piece. So you have a significant savings there, plus the 10% on that. So that's basically free shipping. And not to mention, it's free shipping over $49 in the continental US, which is just awesome right there. And if you place your order before 2 p.m., it ships out the same day. Now, how awesome is that? So I really appreciate Holstersmith, Steve Andrew, and the guys there for helping us out and supporting this channel in the way they do, and for helping all you guys out with all of our needs in making sure the world can carry. So while this is doing its thing, I'm going to go ahead and move on to more orders to go ahead and keep things flowing, because I don't want to be a sitting duck. And by the time this is done, I could push out 1 or 2 more orders. So again, I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so much for the support. You know, watching
actually, you guys are helping me grow here and everything that I do. And any money that I do off of this goes right back into the business to give you guys more content and to show you more stuff. And we are going to have some new tooling in the future that is going to be sent to us. And I'm going to be doing a few videos on it so you can see some new options for the Kydex holster world. And I'm pretty excited to show you guys. So again, thank you. 10K giveaway. Make sure you go ahead and say thank you to the guys because they didn't have to do this and they very rarely do discount codes. So it's going to help everybody out. And I will see you guys on part 2 of this massive build.